It's supposed to be about. If you're distracted with all the bullshit, you don't have an opportunity to discover what's inside of you and how you can ultimately elevate yourself from really mastering what's inside of you. Because you preoccupy with BS. You can't pull it off because small things are preoccupying your mind and your focus and your heart. And the big things that are out there for you, you didn't go after. Because somewhere in the crevices of your mind, you couldn't find the time. You know why you didn't find the time? Because you wasn't focused. You didn't find the time because somewhere along the way you wanted to be distracted. We don't say this enough. You got cats out here that want to be distracted. You want to watch TV. You want to hang out with your friend. You want to chase females. You want to do a lot of different things that all of us have been guilty of at some point in time or another. But you want to do those things because to plant your feet into the ground and get focused on what you want to do, at some point in time, you're going to have to answer the bell. You're going to have to answer the call. And you have to find out what you're made of. And when I think about what I'm doing with my life now, I'm taking a big risk because I've made a little paper. I'm not broke, but I decided I'm going for it all. And why did I decide I'm going for it all? Because I looked myself in the mirror and I said, it's the one thing in my life I haven't done. I went after this job, I went after this title, I went after this salary, I went after this career move, I went after this status in the business. But I never planted my feet and said, I'm going to take a chance on me and bet that I'm going to be here. I'm going for it. I'm taking that.
I had that house. Man, my daddy used to take us to look at Christmas lights in the suburbs. And I used to drive down to see these lights, and all them houses had them horseshoe driveways. I asked my daddy one time, I said, Daddy, why don't we get one of them houses with that driveway? Because you know, we're from the hood, you had to back in, pull out, just straight in. I said, why don't we get one house with the horseshoe, with that driveway on it? He said, boy, I can't afford no house like that. But if you work hard, you can get one. He said, if you work hard, you can get one. But I also know I needed money. See, you all sitting in here today, not because of money, but you want to better yourself. You want something more for you and your family, and you thirsty for it. And I'm telling you right now, if you're sitting in here and you have the mindset, I will never ever quit, the shit will happen. I'm just telling you flat out. But you got to make up your mind. I will never ever quit. I don't give a damn what pop off. Hey man, you can talk about me, you can write what you want about me on the internet. When you get through writing that bullshit down, watch me. That God I serve, he keep me going like that. You can write down here all you want, but you keep your eye on Steve Harvey. That God I serve got me on the escalator, man. He got me on the escalator, I keep going up. I don't even got no time to address this mess. Man.
Things he wanted to ask me about in front of y'all is how do I deal with the criticism? How do I deal with the trolls? First of all, contrary to what most people believe, I'm very gifted at ignoring most. Number one, because I don't read most of the things they say. Number one.
You're not good at that.
Number two, I'm gonna tell you what. Number two, because even if you insult me, there's a couple of things. First of all, it's somewhat cathartic to tell somebody to kiss your ass. It's very important that you understand that every now and then. I mean, if you know anything about me, you've seen a couple of people that I went in on. Now, 99.99% of the time, I don't do that. Every now and then, you got to. One person in particular that I called a fat bastard, I meant every syllable that I said. I called the CEO of Walt Disney. You're not gonna see, you're not gonna recognize who you hear. I need you to move aside. I called the president of ESPN, said, you're not gonna recognize who you hear, and literally said to the president, it is a black thing I need you to step aside. I won't do this again, but that dude gotta come out at me just to let him know. Because I've been attacked for 12 years. My colleagues and friends have been lied on and attacked for 12 years. But I promised I would do it once, and only once. Why? Because you have to understand what he knows better than most. Certain people and certain things ain't worth your energy. And sometimes the best revenge is silence, because your silence is more conspicuous than anything. Especially when you go on this. And as you climb up, you keep your eyes on them to watch them fall too. And it might sound evil, but there is a pleasure that comes with that too. Because some people deserve that, and their time is gonna come. But you gotta have a level of intestinal fortitude. You gotta be able to take it. You can't be somebody out here trying to achieve big things and think you're gonna pull it off by worrying about, paying attention to, feeling, embracing, and dare I say, overreacting to every little thing that comes your way. You don't have to literally say somebody can kiss your ass, but what you can do figuratively by saying nothing, but your attitude can be kiss off, because you living your life, and they're busy, you're living in their head too, because they can't get enough of talking about you.